In this century, great strides have been made toward the goal of subverting our republic into a democracy. The foremost tactic of the subverters is subversion of language. By calling America a democracy until people thoughtlessly accept and use the term, the totalitarians have obscured the real meaning of our principles of government. That is a summary of my report on a constitutional republic, not a democracy.
Welcome back to Notify America. Joe Biden's having a rough go of it lately. He's been dealing with problem after problem, foreign policy issues. He just bombed Yemen, for crying out loud. Even far-left Democrats are very pissed about that. And to top it off, he's been watching his poll numbers continuing to plummet. We looked at recent polling. The first of the 2024 polls had Trump beating the pants off Joe Biden with key voter blocks in swing states. So it goes without saying that he's had a pretty rough start to the new year. He even appeared to get lost recently while boarding his helicopter outside of the White House. Watch this. Well, things just got even worse. New York City black voters appear to have ditched the president, and they say they want Trump back in the White House. Not a joke. We have the tape. We'll play it in a minute. But first, just for some context, because this isn't only anecdotal. In recent polling, it shows black voters are flipping to Donald Trump. They are sick and tired of Joe. Sick of him. They want Trump back. Here's a USA Today article from a couple weeks ago, and then we'll look at the most recent polling after we play that video. It says this: Joe Biden is losing support among black voters ahead of 2024, the survey shows, writing, though President Joe Biden won support from 92% of black voters in the 2020 presidential election, that base could be shrinking ahead of the 2024 race for the White House, according to a new survey. A survey from Gen Forward released Tuesday found that if the presidential election were held today, 17% of black voters said they would cast their ballot for former President Donald Trump. Meanwhile, 20% of black voters polled said they would vote for someone else other than Trump or Biden, and 63% of voters said they would support Biden. Now, 63% is very, very little. He won the black vote by 92% in 2020, 92% to 63% today. It's a huge drop. Polling has repeatedly shown that age is one of Biden's liabilities heading into 2024. 28% of black voters said they were very concerned about Biden's age, according to the Tuesday survey, while 25% said they were somewhat concerned. Additionally, 25% said they were a little concerned, and 23% said they were not at all concerned. Who those 23% are, I have no idea. The Gen Forward poll isn't the first survey to show Biden losing key support among the crucial voting bloc. A poll released in October by the New York Times Siena College found Trump pulling a shocking 22% of support from black voters in 6 key battleground states. So yeah, Biden's in trouble, and it's clear as day that his biggest weakness is his age. Voters just don't feel comfortable with his age. It's actually not his age so much. It's more just the person, making sure that the person you're voting for has mental clarity. If Joe was sharp, I don't think people would be as worried as they are that he's too old to run for a second term. Realize if he wins against Trump in 2024, he'll end his presidency. He'll end his second term at the age of 86 years old. And Donald Trump is hitting this point home, releasing this video on Truth Social. You've probably seen it, but if you haven't, you gotta watch this. Check this out.
At White House Senior Living, our residents feel right at home. Our vibrant facility offers delightful activities and outings, round-the-clock professional care, and exquisite house-made meals.
Well, I've been eating everything that's put in front of me. I've been eating all Italian foods, basically.
And ice cream.
And ice cream, chocolate chip ice cream.
White House Senior Living, where residents feel like presidents.
You gotta admit, Trump knows how to campaign. This video has gone mega viral, And it's across the board. Even Democrats, staunch Democrat voters, are concerned about Biden's age. Here's a video from Fox News. They went around the streets of New York and interviewed black voters. And the responses were amazing. Watch this.
If people are stoked.
Joe Biden's giving this neighborhood $25 million.
Oh, $25 million.
Wow, what the hell? Are you serious? Right.
USA, USA.
What do you think it should be spent on?
The schools, the parks.
The illegal immigration problem.
Fresh fruits, vegetables.
This is life.
That elevator over there, broken. These houses, dirty.
Recreation for the kids to get out the street.
Well, sorry. He's spending it all so you could charge your electric scooter.
Get the out of here, Joe.
I don't like that. That's ghetto.
What's...
He's spending on charges? Man, they need to charge his brain.
They had to take the top of my head off a couple times, see if I had a brain.
Do you own an electric scooter?
No, and I don't want it.
Scooter's not keeping me warm. Scooter is barely taking me places.
Scooter? I need some money.
That's above my pay grade.
Joe Biden says once he installs these chargers for electric scooters, there will be less racism.
How does that equal less racism?
Come on, you're kidding me. There's no racism here.
There's actually more racist that he's doing this because it's really not helping the community.
I don't see the correlation. But I also don't see the correlation between Joe Biden and being president. I don't know who put that motherfucker in office, but it wasn't me.
So you don't like him?
Yeah.
What would you rather? Cheaper gas or electric scooter chargers?
Cheaper gas.
Why wouldn't we want cheaper gas? Like, how would the scooters benefit? We don't deliver.
You can't really have cheaper gas because they're trying to get more money out of you to build electric cars.
Cheaper gas, definitely, because my man drives.
How's Joe Biden doing?
He's too old. Sorry.
But everybody elected him, so that's your fault. He's sitting there lying to people.
He's the worst president that we ever had.
Joe Biden, please go back to Delaware because New York City, you have no idea what we need.
He's a slimy mother. You know? He take you out to lunch and stick the fork up your ass right after.
Who do you want to win the 2024 election, Joe Biden or Donald Trump?
Donald Trump. I want Donald Trump.
Trump.
That happens to be me, in case you forget.
When he was in, it was no crime. Crime was down.
Uncle Donald. No cap. That's a nice guy.
Trump is straight up and down, like 6 o'clock. At least I know what I get when it comes to him.
I was more comfortable with Donald Trump in office.
I'm not voting for Joe Biden.
And you ain't black.
Trump, that's right, I said it. That's right, I said it.
What do you like about Donald Trump?
He don't bull. He don't care. I like that.
Trump was giving back people money. I ain't gonna front, he almost started a war with Kim Jong-un, too, before he died.
Kim Jong-un is alive, by the way.
He's alive. Also, he faked the O.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
You're going to be on Jesse Waters Primetime. What do you want to tell Jesse?
Tune in to Jesse Primetime. Good job. You got these guys in the hood making me famous.
Let's get rid of Joe Biden.
Now take a look at some of the most recent numbers. This is for the general election. If it were held today, this data just came in. These polls just came in a couple days ago on January 11th. This poll has Trump winning by 1. Another one has Trump up by 3. This Rasmussen poll has Trump up by 8 against Biden in the general election if it was held today. Only one poll had Biden winning, and it wasn't even against Trump. It was a Rasmussen poll asking voters if the election were between Nikki Haley versus Biden, who would you vote for? Well, in that matchup, Biden wins by 2. So, yeah, I wonder why the establishment wants Haley so bad. All right, that wraps up this episode. Like, subscribe. We'll see you next time.